Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tim. This is another Real Ideal Gear review, and this is Flashlight Week. And today we're looking at the Nitecore Tini2. Is it the Tini? Yeah, it's the Tini2. They have the Tiki. I don't want to confuse that with the Tiki, but this is the Tini2, and this is a flashlight that I have really grown to love. This is becoming one of my go-to keychain flashlights. I have two others that I use right now on my keychain, and I've been swapping this one in with a different one. The Skill Hunt EK1 is being swapped out with this one, and I really like the looks of this one. I like the way this one works with the key set, and how it doesn't really I don't know, there's something about a round flashlight with keys that just, the keys sit differently than they do on a flat surface like this in your pocket. So to me, this is where I think the rectangular shape actually fits really well with keys. So I'm finding that this will be my other keychain flashlight for my other set of keys, probably my work set of keys. And I'll have the Lumentop Frog 2.0 for my second set of keys that I use that kind of drive around town with. So this is really a fantastic flashlight. Let's go through the modes of this flashlight real quick. And the lock function, if you have to unlock it, you just click it twice and hold. And now I'm actually locking it. Okay, so there it's locked. To unlock it, click and hold. And it unlocks. Okay, and it unlocks to wherever I was before, which is at 200 lumens. So I'm going to have 57 hours and 30 minutes on one lumen, my moonlight mode. If I go to the 15 lumens, I have 7 hours and 47 minutes, which is really nice to see this because now I know if I need to charge this, if it gets below a certain level. And that's the low mode. If I go to the next one, this is medium, 65 lumens, 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 27 minutes. And this, I use this mode and the next one the most, which is medium and high. And I have 45 minutes at 200 lumens. So I don't know about you, but the turbo mode is great. It's kind of a good advertising gimmick as far as flashlights go. The modes I use the most are the high and medium. The moonlight, yeah, if I'm out camping or something like that, because I'm conserving battery, I don't need a lot of light, that kind of thing. Yeah, I get it. But for me, medium and high are the two modes I use the most frequently. So I want to know how much time I have on those two modes. So when I get to 65 lumens, I can see that with the OLED screen, and I get to 200 lumens, I can see that. So to me, this is just fantastic as far as just notification, runtime. Not as big as the Rovivon A8. That's going to have over 300 milliamp hours. This is 280. I think it's like 350 for the Rovivon, and this one is 280. So it's not too far off, but it's there. It's close. It's like 4/5 of the Rovivon. The lockout mode, again, if you want to lock it out, just turn it off and double click, hold it, and you're going to go to lockout mode number 1. Now, lockout mode number 1 means you can still hold press and get the brightest setting, okay? And that's it. Once you let go, it turns off, okay? Now, if you want to go to lockout mode number 2, I'm going to hold it. Let's see here. Let's get back to the lockout mode. Hold it. Lockout mode number 1, and there's number 2. That means none of the buttons work. Okay, you can't activate anything. This is the way I always have it in my pocket because I always go to the lockout mode, unlock it, and when I'm done with it, I lock it, put it back in my pocket. I do not ever have this in unlocked or mode number 1. So always have it locked in mode number 2 so that nothing works. I don't need it to work in my pocket. I don't want to worry about it being in my pocket, turning on, that whole thing. So great lockout mode, great battery, Type-C charging. Here's the port on the side, Type-C. I really like this carabiner that they have on here, the circular carabiner. It's actually very sturdy. The gate on here is strong. Some of the carabiners that I'm using right now are weak, and I've actually had some flashlights pop off. They've come around, and it's different. This split ring is on the base of the carabiner, but some of the other ones I have, it just doesn't seem to hold the flashlight as well as I would like it to hold on to. So the gate on this one is nice and strong. The metal, I think, is a little bit stronger metal. Well constructed. This is definitely a keychain flashlight. I give it high scores. This is going to be on my carry list for my keychain in the very near future, if not very, 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 very soon. So I'd like to hear what you have, your comments on the Nitecore Tini2. Do you have this? Do you like this? What do you think of keychain flashlights? Are they just too bulky for what they are? They don't put out a lot of light. You're just going to carry a bigger light anyway. I'd like to hear from you on that. So just curious to see what you think of these keychain flashlights. So there you go. Check out my webpage, realidealgear.com. I have a bunch of gear for sale, including some flashlights, watches, that kind of stuff. and I do some watch reviews. But this is Flashlight Week. You're going to see a bunch more flashlight videos, and it's going to be a fun week. I've got one video that's an hour long. It's just outdoor flashlights, and I go through how do I choose which flashlights I bring with me on a trip, because I obviously have multiple flashlights. So what do I look for, and what kind of trips generate what kind of flashlights? So Flashlight Week, there's all kinds of different flashlights that you're going to see, and just give me some feedback on what you think. So there you go. My name is Tim. This has been another Real Ideal Gear review. We'll catch you guys next time.